What's up, guys? So as much as I don't really want to, I'm gonna have to tear this building down today. Um, it's pretty close to the house. I mean, it's we got inches to spare there. Um, I've been kind of debating about it. I didn't really want to tear the building down, but I think it's going to help sell the property, just to have it away from the house. It's got a cellar and an upstairs. We used it for storage while we were building this place. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just get started tearing it down. We'll show you the process. All right, so as you guys can tell, the building's kind of old. I'm not sure exactly when it was built. I'd say probably in the 50s roughly would be my guess. So the process we're going to do, I'm just going to basically tear all the drywall off, look at the framing, and see, what our best option is to tear it down. Considering it's so close to the house, I'm definitely going to tear it down piece by piece. Lumber looks like it's still in good shape, so we're going to salvage as much of that as we can. So just kind of stick with me. We'll tear it down, and you guys can watch how we do this. Trying to get bigger pieces out of this, so I want to kind of make a hole and then loosen things up. This is 1/4 inch stuff, so it's going to be harder to get bigger pieces off of. Probably a good idea to wear gloves, but the power's off, obviously. That's one thing you want to make sure of before you do something like this. Power's been disconnected to this building for years. Yeah, obviously salvaging bigger pieces of this isn't working so well at the moment. A little bit bigger piece. Also, when you get to that point, it's a good idea to go ahead and move any round over molding or anything in your way. We removed the base molding yesterday. This piece will come off decently, I think. Oh yeah. Got a chunk of it off. Always keep an eye out for dates and things. I haven't really saw anything in this building here to really represent a date yet. The only couple things that I really found was this box here, which is Kleenex tissues, regular. And it does say on here, Huger Davidson sale, Stanton, Virginia. So that's one thing that we can kind of, roughly, judge a date off of. And I don't know if any of you all remember when J.C. Penney's was actually called Penny's. I don't, but I did a little research and it did actually used to be called Penny's. So this could be a box from then. I'm not sure. That's something else we gotta look into. All right, so I got this window I need to take out. Whenever you guys need to take out windows and do something like this, There's usually screws in your channels here. In this case, they're Phillips head. Make sure you have enough long enough bit on your drill in order to access those. You're also going to need a utility knife to cut around. You know, usually they put caulking or something in here, you know, to hold the window in. This stuff here seems like it's, whatever it is, pretty hard. So that might be interesting, trying to cut through that. We're going to try to get this window out decently. We'll see. Oh boy. I don't know who put the screws in, but they're in there. I believe we're going to have to get a smaller bit. Unfortunately, whoever put the screws in there, they're either too big or something. They won't come out of there. So, you know, instead of getting too far and stripping the screws out, I think I'm going to try to take this thing out with this this wooden frame on the outside of it intact. That way I can kind of get into it a little bit easier after I get it out of here. So, usually these things will pop out okay. We're going to find out. You can see it's moving. I think we're going to be able to get it out of there. I don't want to beat and bang on it too much, so I don't want to hurt it. Let's see if I can pull it up by hand now. Be careful you know where the nails and stuff are, that way you don't prick yourself. Well, we got it out of there in one piece. It's good. We used to have a window here when we took it out back some time ago. We were going to make a connection between this building and the house. It's how much we like the building, but you know, instead we decided to tear it down. I have decided, or have tried to save the molding that goes around, and so far I've been successful, which is behind you there. Looked like yellow pine, and surprisingly the round over molding was wormy chestnut. So this round over molding over here might be wormy chestnut as well. We'll find out. All right, we're at that round over molding for the windowsill. We're going to see if it's wormy chestnut or not. I'm going to take this piece off up here because I can tell it's going to break off there. That's yellow pine there. Chestnut or not. I'm not sure. It could possibly be black walnut on this one. It's darker, kind of like chestnut, but let me grab this other piece so we can kind of compare the two. Yeah, I mean they look like they're the same. So this is the other wormy chestnut. This is the actual wormy chestnut. This one, actually, this one's a little lighter than this one, so it could be age, could be, you know, the sun, that kind of thing. So this one might be walnut. This one might be chestnut. I did notice there was some walnut round over trim, so it's possible. Just some of the cool things you find whenever you're tearing down old houses, you know, or well, buildings in this case. I'm nearly finished with the gutting of the walls. I just have one corner to do, and then I'll start working on the ceilings. I think, as I mentioned in the earlier in the video, I may be wrong, might have just been a thought, but I was trying to date the building, and I just found these in behind the drywall, automatic skillet, and it's from General Electric. Found two cutouts there, so we might be able to kind of roughly date it by that. You know, if we can figure out how old this specific thing is. And I'm sure they were produced in a range of years as well, so it's probably not going to be that accurate, but, you know, at least kind of give some type of judgment. I could probably also just go down to the courthouse and find out, but, you know, that's too easy, so. Alright guys, I just got the ceilings gutted. That wasn't too bad. I don't mind ceilings too bad as long as there's not blown in insulation in them. So, alright, I'll show you what we found. So I found some boards up here that I guess the person that built the place, or maybe one of the people afterwards put these up here. It looks like they're all just pine board or something. I'm not sure. Have to look. But the way this place looks like it's put together, I think we can take this roof off of it, and then yeah, because you can see like the roof joist there, or rafters there rather, are separate from the joist, ceiling joist. So we should be okay to just go ahead and take the roof off, separate from the walls and everything, so we won't have to jerk this thing down or anything. So that'll make it a little easier. Don't need to be getting heavy equipment in here. So it's kind of just an overview of what we got here. Notice these looks like yellow pine board. They're in really good shape, so we're going to try to salvage them the best we can. Now I've got siding on the outside right now, so I have to take all of it off before I can get to that point, but I tore this side off already. So we got some blue siding on there right now, and it's got a metal tin roof, which that'll be interesting to take off. And it's got a giant spruce tree here that's going to have to be taken out, and all these trees down through here are going to have to be taken out eventually. And then I got a hemlock back here. It's going to have to go. It's leaning towards that chicken coop there. I'm going to keep the chicken coop. We're going to tear all that old siding off, put new siding on to match the house, which that's insulated siding by Haven. That's real good stuff there. You definitely noticed a noise cut down since we put that on. And I've got architectural shingles on. Built the house for right around $70,000 so far. I'll probably have maybe 80 in it when I'm done. I'm building the cabinets and everything myself, so that's definitely going to save. And then the building getting tore down, you know, will help see out that door there. Instead of seeing a building, you can actually see like a hill area here or something, maybe plant some flowers or something along there. You can tell where the old hill existed right there. We decided to cut that back, try to give some room here, but you know, then we built a kind of makeshift retaining wall just to kind of help out with that. Then I ended up not really liking that idea, so we decided to tear the building down. You know, I tried to save it, but you know, it's a little bit too close to the house, and it's gonna be a pain to work around. Now I can put like a porch out here if I wanted to on the house, you know, to kind of walk around, and you know, if they have chickens whenever they buy the place or whatever, you know, they can stand there at the back door on the porch or whatever and watch the chickens peck the ground and everything. So all that up there comes with it too. There's a little over an acre here, so we got some more cleanup to do and things like that, but she's about done finally. I've been working on this place for a little over a year, but been working like crazy too, so otherwise it probably would have took me like maybe 5 months or something. But all right guys, stay tuned. A lot of times these siding nails don't want to come back out very easy. The heads just end up popping off. So I'm just doing this pretty quickly. My ladder's up just a tad too high now.